What's up, guys? Dan Man here. So I was really looking forward to making this video. I want to go over a tier list not only for artifacts in Honor Duel, but the classes and the factions that you should be picking, primarily focusing on, even forcing for a lot of these artifacts. The basic pictures that I'm going over, I've actually taken kind of some community feedback between a few players that I've talked to that are in the high rankings, like over 4,000 rating. One player had 6,000 rating. I myself sit currently at just a little bit over 2,000. My max was like 2,500, but I've been kind of bouncing back and forth testing a lot of these. So, Pale Crown dominates. I mean, it's the best one. It's literally a cheat code if you know how to play it. One of my next steps is I plan to go over basically each artifact with the ideal team comp for each artifact. But obviously you want to go Graveborn. Yeah, in future videos I'm gonna go more in depth into each artifact and the complete breakdown of the team comp, the items, etc. But yeah, Pale Crown by far stands alone, number one. Arguably, Snow Herb. Some people consider this equal or better. I don't consider this better, but I know Snow Herb has severe nuking potential. So again, Graveborn. Glowing Blossom. This one is a mixture toss-up of Wilder or Graveborn. It really depends on what you start with, like who you see right away. Can you force Graveborn right out the gate? Can you force Wilders right out the gate? That's what you want to focus on. That's your main thing right there. Swifty Book. My favorite, hands down. Like I almost put this as S+, but there's certain situations where I'm not a fan of it. So Wilders hands down. Arguably Maulers. I just don't consider Maulers with the Swifty Book. I would say that they're S- tier, and Wilders are S+. That's Wilders with Swifty Book, and you'll have a fun time. Illusion Sensor, same deal. You could play Maulers, but Wilders are better, so try to force the Wilders. Fragrant Bag, mixed bag here. Graveborn or Wilders. Wilders have had issues with these sometimes, where Graveborn, primarily early game you're going to struggle, but once you get your footing and you have the right items, you get some hunting armors. Fragrant Bag, Graveborn is so broken. It really just helps their burst a lot more. Like it's really good. So yeah, try Graveborn. But also you can play Wilders. Like you get a nice Wilder pull, just go with the Wilders. Crimson Gem, again Maulers, but Graveborn all day. Graveborn into Crimson Gem is pretty nice. This is kind of lower on the tier list, only because now we're getting into ones where it's very situational that you can be countered pretty hard. These artifacts specifically, they have their own little counters. When we get down to the B tiers, they have a lot of counters. So, but they have their place. Tranquil Flask. So obviously Wilders, but so this is kind of a debate that I had with someone, where when you play Tranquil Flask, I feel like it's just not enough. It's more like you want to play a mixed team comp of Rowan and Lucius from Lightbearers mixed with your comp, and it makes the artifact it's just that much better. Yeah, but you know what? Just the main focus though, Wilders. Again, I'm going to get more into breakdowns of each artifact in future videos. That's going to be like my next fun project. We also have a new season coming up So they're going to be changing heroes. Like, I don't want to get too in depth and then be like, oh, hey, here's the greatest videos, but they're only relevant for a week. So right now I'm just kind of giving you guys a direct focus. Yeah. Immortal Flame. So light bearers, really? Like, I don't, but they're the worst one to roll with. So your ultimate agenda here would be Maulers, and again, not that great. I don't know why we have this up in the A's. It's really because you can't, there is less counters for it, but again, you want the team comps. I'm trying to throw you Lightbearer Maulers. That is one designed for them. I have seen it work on Wilders. Wilders work with a lot of things, so I would say if you get pigeonholed into some Maulers, that you'll have a good time. Golden Blooms. So this one I have so much fun with. I don't know. It's just a mix. Like, I surprised myself a couple times getting 9 wins with this. So Wilders all day. It's just a surprisingly fun artifact. It's got a good legendary upgrade too at the end. Pure Nectar. So this one is also very flexible. There is obvious counters and obviously design flaws where, you know, early game, if you don't have godlike RNG to maintain yourself, it's an instant like 3 loss. Well, it's a quick 3 loss. But yeah, Pure Nectar, really, you can play almost any of them. Even like Light Bearers, you can get there with them. You can get to 9 with them. It's one of their better ones for sure for Light Bearers, and Light Bearers are hard. So it's one of their better ones, though, if you can get the team comp right. One big takeaway I'll tell you with this is always focus on your EQ items. So the purple and the epic, the purple and the yellow helmet, that basically boost your stats for the team if they're holding a purple item or if they are mythic. That blends with Nectar so strong, like so strong, can't even get hit. But again, pretty straightforward. Art of Ruling. So best team. Oh, and you know what? Not to go backwards, but I should say my favorite comp to play Pure Nectar. Wilders. Art of Ruling. Wilders. No. Art of Ruling. I don't specifically think it works with Graveborn, so I am leaning towards Wilders. Maulers have a lot of fun with it, so I would actually say Maulers takes the prize here. Maulers using Rise up front, leaving him some room to escape, but once he gets going, like, he's massive, especially early game. Maulers on Art of Ruling, that takes the winner. Oracle Sculpture, obvious here. Wilders. Again, I'm going to break that down into a further video because I've also tested it with just using, so yeah, there's a fun mixed comp there that I want to explore a little bit more and then take like an actual good video of, because I love, whenever I get this now, I've been running a specific team, trying to force a specific team. I have a couple different options to change people out, but go Wilders. Breeze Rider. So Breeze Rider again, your best option is Maulers. Your best option is Maulers. Bottom line. It will work. It will not work with Wilders. You will have a bad time. It can work with Graveborn, but again, if you get Breeze Rider, try those Maulers. You'll have a fun time. Lucky Cage. Now we're getting into the B tiers, and they're there for a reason. Like, each one of them are there for a reason. Lucky Cage, I don't want to suggest you a team. Like, it's that RNG to effect that you're gonna get countered. So play your best. Wilders, Graveborn, Maulers, Lightbearers, in that order. Crystal Dew. Now this one, just Wilders. Like, that's the only team I would even like try that relic with, because it's okay. You just literally got to get Henwin with an item with Gaze, and then towards the end of the game, when they're all mythic, start to get the mythic EQ helmet, and that's really the only item like you want to throw on. I'll go into those in a future video with each artifact. Bone Scroll, obviously Maulers. Yeah, straightforward there. Bone Scroll's just low tier. It can get countered by a lot of stuff. So, Obsidian Earring. I think this is literally one of the weakest artifacts. Like, it's just so minuscule. You might be able to pull off like some niche attacks early game, but it's not going to 9 wins. And if it does, you had godlike RNG for who you had to go against. Where are we at? So, Inspiring Horn. Now, this one arguably can be... I'm going to tell you my secret. Inspiring Horn, Graveborn, godlike. Godlike Graveborn on Inspiring Horn. Because you can pick your target, you can get that easy first proc, and once you do, you'll spiral, and you get the second proc. It's a spiraling artifact. So, should be a little bit higher on the tier list. It's down here because you're going to run into a lot of Wilder where you're not going to be able to pick your target or pick off the target that you want. Late game, it gets a lot harder. If you know what you're doing, this artifact is amazing. Same deal with Flame Orb. Flame Orb, Graveborn. Graveborn, that's Sylvana. I mean, between the Sylvana, the everything. Savina. Yeah. She's godlike, makes Flame Orb work. Graveborn, for sure. Gruglin Mask, obvious Maulers. The Rise, Wham Bam Wombo combo, but again, has so many counters early game. It's really swing or miss if you can pull through the first few stages. Once you get, your Rise with some heavy items, then it's okay. But since Rise's like ultimate damage was really nerfed to the ground, like it's even lower on the tier list for sure. That could probably be bumped down to C. But you know what? I can't say that because I know people that live by it, that they love Gruglin Mask still with Maulers, so it's in the right spot. Relic Shard. Now, this is possibly one of the only artifacts for light bearers that work. And I say work because I've seen some amazing Valas go 1v5. I have a really awesome clip of that, which I'm going to use on that video of when I make the Relic Shard video. Yeah, if you can kind of funnel them to leave Vala last, she can 1v5 a team if she's ahead. And I gotta say ahead because she's like, if she's mythic, the entire enemy team's legendary or below, she's gonna be 1v5 if she's the last person standing. That's just math. So that's her artifact for sure. I've also seen it work with Tamesia. I haven't had as great of results as Vala, so focus Vala. Rock Necklace, terrible. Everything in the sea belongs in C. Belongs in C for many reasons. Rock Necklace, C mode. Like, I wouldn't even play it. Like, if you have to take that one, click random. Crystal Cell, any of these. If you see these and like you're thinking, oh well, they're perfect like heroes matched up. No. If like that's your only better option, if you have like 3 options and they're all in this C category, click random. Best advice I can give you, because these artifacts all need a lot of work. They'll get severely countered. Okay, argumentatively, Mystic Crystals might be playable. People also play Lith Luxper. I do not like it because I also think that it works better with... No, I won't even say that. I just do not like it. Any of these that are in the sea, easily skip. People play Pyro Catalyst, and some have great results with it. I've seen it get 9 wins. Sure, you need godlike RNG to have perfect items, perfect hero recruitment, perfect enemies that you're going against that are really bad. Like, that's the lineup that you have to have. You have to have everything perfect. Anything in the C category, just skip. Click random. You'll have a much funner time. Go back through everything that I said on the top. You'll have a good time. enjoy the climb, guys. Like and subscribe. I got a lot of videos that I'm like working on and kind of pulling stuff together. I got my computer I'm getting set up, so yeah. I was working on making like a tier list look like with the tier maker, but we're just going through it like this. I will, like I said, do a further breakdown of each one fairly soon here. Like I have so many videos that I'm taking bits and pieces from and moving them into their own file with each artifact named on the file. So I'm trying to get perfect clips from each faction, for each artifact, ideal team comps, secondary ideal team comps, alternative ideal team comps, item comps. Like, yeah, we're gonna have a good time. And like I said, if this gets released a little too late, like closer to the end of the season, which we have a month, we have all of August, who knows when it's actually going to be in September, who knows if they're going to even change Honor Duel for us. I mean, we were looking forward to some big changes here, and we got upgrades towards some epic items, and I didn't even touch on the fact that, you know, Pale Crown, we're supposed to see more Savinas, we're supposed to see more Carolinas, we're supposed to see more of each hero that has their own baseline. Again, Pyro Catalyst is a trap. It's definitely a trap. I even tried it today. I tried it because I'm thinking, hey, maybe I'll get Mythic Mariel and it'll be a fun time. It was not. And I did get Mythic Mariel, and I had a gaze on her first, didn't get a Fire Dancer and Abyss, and it just wasn't a fun time. So, yeah, let's have some fun times. Alright, everybody, good luck, have fun, take care.